Mafia 3, FIFA 17, Battlefield 1. Let's see which new games we should buy now and which postpone for later purchase or ignore it. For all the gamers, each autumn means an early Christmas. This is due to the fact that in this time of the year we get the largest number of newly released games. However, with great power comes great responsibility, especially when one question is causing headaches to majority of the players. On which products should I spend my money, and which products should I postpone for later purchase or even ignore it? Of course, each of us have our favorite genres or wars. Some of unlucky ones have limited hardware. Here we try to consider all of this and look at it from a different angle. Sports. If you are a true sports game fanatic, then this autumn will be good as the previous ones. We receive a lot of sequels with a bunch of innovation from a famous series. Firstly, we have to mention that again Electronic Arts has decided to suspend NBA Live makers and allow them to work more on latest product. So for basketball fans it's very simple. NBA 2K17 will eat your time. Now in football, or how our friends in USA call soccer field, we have a complicated situation. Here we have an eternal battle FIFA versus Pro Evolution Soccer. Both simulators look pretty well, but EA products receive more positives. New graphics engine and freshly made career mode makes FIFA 17 a clear leader in this duel. For other sports, everything pretty much clear. NHL 17 is one and only king in hockey, and WWE 2K17 is a flagman of American wrestling. If you prefer strategy and management over direct playing, then you should pay attention to Football Manager 17. It wouldn't be difficult to scrape up the lacking amount of money, since its release is later on than all of the previously mentioned games. Race. We have cool news for those who like to rotate virtual steering wheel. New Forza Horizon 3 also arrived to Xbox One and personal computers. Forza series has proven to be perhaps the best representative of the racing genre, so you shouldn't be disappointed buying this game. Strategy. Usually real-time or turn-based strategy fans remains overboard when it comes to new releases. It seems the developers have forgotten this genre. However, this fall is exceptional. We will receive two very strong sequels. After a 10-year break, Kozak series returned to our screens with a full-fledged continuation, Kozaks 3. This pure-blooded RTS genre representative takes you into fierce 17th and 18th century battles. At the same time, we will be able to monitor fight between more than 10,000 troops. Second game is much more familiar to players. It's Civilization 6. If you have a latest Civilization game, we would suggest you to wait with this purchase and buy it with a discount later. Unfortunately, but constant making of new sequels do not allow developers to offer something innovative. First-person shooters. One of the most popular game genre in the world is first-person shooters. This year we have three games who worth our attention: Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Here we have not so difficult decision. Battlefield 1, released by DICE Company, is the undisputed leader of this trio. First World War theme makes your jaw drop. Beta testing has proven that developers have learned from the past mistakes, and we now presented with a well-functioning shooter. Call of Duty continues to suffer from a lack of fresh ideas. So if you've played the last two COD games, you can skip it or go after it late during the sales. The situation with Titanfall 2 is much more interesting. It was revealed that the game will not have beta testing and would not be available at Origin Access system ahead of time. This causes some doubts that the product is not properly prepared for release. We suggest you postpone the Walking with Titans and wait until it reaches the Origin and EA Access subscribers. Action-adventure. Action-adventure genre gets the largest number of newly released games. This autumn is no exception. Our savings particularly insist on the following products: Mafia 3, Gears of War 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20-year celebration, Dishonored 2, Watch Dogs 2, Final Fantasy 15 and Dead Rising Shadow Warrior 2. Apparently our brain screams that we should have all these games, but the world gives us only a couple of them. In our eyes, Mafia 3 is leader of this 8. The latest series had huge success, so it's likely that the third part will be successful too. In second place we would put Dishonored 2. This product is more unique than Watch Dogs 2. Other games can wait. Of course, your decision may vary depending on which series fan you are. Other games. It's hard to find the place for other games which are coming this autumn. Games like Siberia 3, Steep, Drive Club VR, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Just Dance 2017, The Last Guardian and The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition is worth mentioning. All of them will find a place at Fans Bookcase. Summary. There are a lot of games, so you have to choose carefully what to buy. We hope that we had helped you to make a decision, so your hard-earned money will be spent wisely. Which games you are planning to buy, or maybe something you are already playing? Drop us a comment. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. Have a suggestion for next one? Leave a comment. Want to see next video first? Subscribe to the channel and you don't miss it. See you next time, gamers. Bye!